he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Today we're back in our 1970 Torino convertible project, where the goal is to get this thing, all the body work done, and fine sanding and whatnot, and get this thing ready for paint. That's the goal, but that's always the goal, ain't it? And what I did earlier, which I'm going to throw some footage in for that, we had this thing sanded down and found some of our bad spots and repaired them. And then it's time to go in and take some more high build primer, lay a couple of thick coats of that on there, and after that, block sand it again and see what we got. So here's the footage of me shooting the high build primer on there, and then after that, I'll show y'all where we're at as far as doing the block sanding with 400 and what we've got left to do. Alright, well, she has been washed and all wiped down, ready for some more high build primer. There's all these other parts set up here. They're ready to be primed as well. Everything except for one fender we got to do a little more work on. But I think we're good to go ahead and lay some high build on all of these and see where we're at on them. I think they're pretty close. Our front and rear extensions, got them sitting out here, they're ready to go. So yeah, let's mix up some super fill and get to shooting. Two coats, good high build on there, and I mean, guys, it's looking good. Yeah, not the ideal spraying out here, trying to get the pressure right and all. Really wish I could have rolled it off in the booth, but hey, a lot quicker and easier just to shoot primer, high build stuff out here, which all looking good. There's some spots, and that's the thing about it. Like, you take these doors, all we've done is body work on the bare metal, which I'm telling you, for you guys that have done this before, it's hard to see. But once you get this black on there, you'll really see. I don't know if y'all can tell, if there's a little dent right there. See, didn't see that before. And such as that. But the body itself looks pretty good. There's some spots around the door handles that we need to fix. Probably just a little bit of icing to take care of that. These down here, I think they turned out good. We'll know more when we take some 400 and block this out and tell, but some of the parts that we were working on, let's say like this fender, I mean, from what I'm seeing, I know the light's not the greatest over here, this fender turned out pretty good, but there's some marks. There's a dent right there and I didn't even know it. The dent there, didn't even know it. So yeah, just some spots there. Now this trunk that looks so great, we worked on that front dent, that's all we done. But now that the black's on there, I hope y'all can see this camera showing it good enough. There's a dent here, there's a dent there. Maybe y'all can see that. And these weird little like dinghies around the edge here. But guys, that's why we shoot down the high build. And for me, I like using black. black will tell off everything. And I think it's best for doing this type of work. Alright, well, we're going to let this cure overnight and probably get out here tomorrow and do some block sanding and just continue our body work because we want this thing to be right. Alright, now that all of that's accomplished and Cohen block sanded this, y'all check it out. I mean, that's looking really nice. I think a coat of sealer and these quarters are ready to paint. Yeah, not too bad at all. There's a spot up here I need to deal with. What I like about this black, see how it's shiny versus the dull grayish look? That tells you got low spots. That's why I'm happy with these quarters, because I don't see no shiny. See a couple of odd spots, but I think these here are just where it's been put the high build primer on there twice, which I always do. High build primer, you know, then you're going to do a little bit of body work, then another coat of high build to check all of that. But yeah, that all was looking good. Got a couple little weird things going on with the doors. Of course, the doors with body work, and this is our first coat of high build primer on them. So I expected to have to body work them and you know, do another coat on there and get them blocked out. But not looking bad at all. Just some of our accessories that we need to get sanded out. I'm just now looking at this for the first time. This first coat on this fender. Yep, low spot, little low spot. Yeah, yeah. That's the way it goes. You know, the top of the fender, not looking bad. This trunk, I knew there would be issues with this trunk. A low spot, low there, and a low there. Little low there. A little more body work on that front piece. But yeah, I don't know, that trunk ain't in bad shape. And like I say, he said he don't care about the balances, they're under the car, just as long as they're painted and look good. But I still wanted to get some high build on them, you know, fill in some of the scratch marks and such as that. As well as everything else, there's that new mirror. We'll get it all sanded out really pretty. Here's our scoop, which is not through sanding, but he will get through with it and we'll check it out. I'm going to say it probably need another coat of high build. I really want to get this thing looking pretty, and I mean pretty. And that's the goal, guys. You're going to take in this kind of work, and these people are going to pay you this kind of money. Then make sure you do it right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to get back to it. Like I say, Cohen's at lunch right now. When he gets back, he'll do a little bit more blocking. And then I think everything else on this, the little small spots and things, can be fixed with just some icing. Because everything turned out really, really good. Just going to have to do them doors a little bit. But yeah, so far so good. Looking forward to getting this thing done and getting that pretty emerald green flash paint job on this. Alright guys, still haven't made it to paint yet. All this winter storm came through here, snow, blah blah blah, cold temperatures, the water's froze. So I can't wash the vehicle and get it prepped for paint, and I can't wash the paint booth out and get it ready. So I've been working on some of the parts. As you can tell, I've got that stuff laid out all over the place. Now what I got to deal with here is a mirror. That's a new mirror, no stress, lightly sand, throw some sealer on it, it's ready to paint. But this one is the a used mirror. It didn't come off of this car, I do not believe. See this? These are the threads. They're not supposed to be here. They are actually pressed into the door, as you can tell. So what somebody did was rip that mirror right out of the door. And as you can tell, how bent that ear is right there. This stuff is pot metal, guys. So what we're going to do, I've done have vice grips on these. I done soaked them. I can't get them to break loose and unscrew. They just will not work. So we'll take the death wheel and clip them off, because then all he's got to do is just get new bolts, and that's no big thing. Then we got to try to straighten this out without breaking it. So cross your fingers, and let's see how this is going to go. That was magical. And it just popped right out of there. Alright, clean that little booger up there a little bit. And then, see if we can get that somewhat straight. This will be the passenger door. Yeah, I'll show you how far this thing is off. Passenger. Let's plant that back there. You see the gap right there. This needs to bend downwards. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's see here. Gonna go over that way. The other mirror would be right in the way of me hitting it. As you see, I'm not going to hit that. It's already busting, or it's already busted. Right across here. So, if I keep on hitting that thing's going to break all the way, but dang. I really need that a little straighter than that, because I mean, I'd like to go ahead and paint this. No, it's pot metal. I think it's just going to be a crooked mirror for now. And he'll probably have to get him another one, because if we keep on, yeah, it's just going to break. It's already cracked all the way around. Looks like somebody put some kind of crap on there or something to fill it in. Well, that's the way it goes. At least I do have it. Got the bolts out. The rest of the mirror is good enough. As I'm looking at, there's 2 screws down here. So maybe this comes off and you can just buy the base for it. So we'll just see how that works. I'll go ahead and get it cleaned up and painted, and they can deal with maybe a base, because I'll have a little paint left over in case we need to put new base on it. Alright guys, in case you got the Torino washed and got the paint booth washed out. Now I come in here a while ago and attempted to get black sealer on this thing. My idea was to seal this thing, let it cure a little bit during break, and paint it clear today, but that didn't work out. But I did get the body sealed okay, and these parts here sealed okay. Well, my big DeVelvis finish line gun, yeah, that's the problem that I'm having. I mean, this ain't a bad seal. It's not terrible. But the developers started leaking out of the front. We got a drip there, we got a drip there, we got drips there, we got drips there, we got drips there. So I had to abandon that and grab my Black Widow. Well, the Black Widow started messing up. You see how spotty, I call it spotty, that the sealer is. The gun was just going, it was spraying like psh, 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 if you know what I mean, which did not make for a super smooth seal. And that's the thing, you want to lay your sealer down really slick, and then of course come back with your tack rag is what I like to do, tack rag everything, and then paint the thing. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'll let this dry until tomorrow. Come out here with some 600 and sand them out. Run a tack rag back over everything and get a new gun and do it all again. I know that sounds like a lot, and it is, but let me explain here. I'm not charging the customer for that extra work. Okay, that should go without saying, but some people, you know, they just don't understand that. That's business. And the thing about it, I've been thinking about a better gun. Let's go in here and talk about that and see what y'all think, and I'll tell you what I decided. Alright guys, what I'm thinking here, this boils down to the same old thing. You get what you pay for. Alright, Black Widow, what, $150, $160, whatever it is. It's not that great of a gun. And like I say, today it was spitting on me and acting up. I clean my guns very thoroughly before I put them up. Either I missed something when I cleaned it, or it's just what it is. It's a cheap gun. So y'all remember I went up to the Velvet's finish line. The Velvet's is awesome. And this gun was laying down good. Well, it started leaking around here. So the company said I could send it back for warranty. And I told them, well, I'm so much in the middle of work right now, I'll send it back later. I was just running a piece of paper towel across there and a tape, and it was doing fine. Well, today, it just started leaking out of here. For some reason, the needle wasn't seating properly up into here. Now, I cleaned the gun really, really good. And I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but if you look down in the gun, you can see like a burr down in there. And that is where this screws down and seals. And I say that's part of the problem. I am going to send this back and get it warranted and keep this for an extra gun. But guys, what I've decided to do, I do believe, it's just ordered me the DeVelvis DVG one. Get a base gun and get a clear gun. I know it's nearly $2,000. But this is the business that we're in. We're not doing junk cars here. We're doing really nice, you know, rare, odd, big money cars. And the end product is the paint job. And that's where you really, really want to shine. Of course, your body work, your metal work, everything's there. But the first thing somebody sees when they pull up, pick up their car, is that paint. And I want it perfect. And the only way to get perfect is buy good equipment. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put these two back together, throw them up on the wall, let that thing dry for a while. Then I'll go in tonight, look at the computer. Eastwood has pretty good deals. I'll see what they got cooking and how fast they can get it shipped to me where I can get back to work. But yeah, that's where we're at on it. And I'll update y'all on the next shoot on this thing. Alright guys, it's finally that time. Let's use some paint on this. Got all the little things done up. Resprayed it, as y'all know, with the sealer. We washed the booth out, and I Windexed the car again, and I just got through going over it with a tack rag. Everything's taped up where the green needs to stop. So yeah, looking good. Well, Casey's always making noise, ain't he? Yeah, he's a worker. So now we're going to mix up our emerald green flash base coat and get to shooting. And for those of y'all who haven't seen yet, what are we going to be shooting with? Well, I went and bought, yeah man, the Velvet's DV1. This is the base coat gun. And I got the clear gun as well. Oh yeah, these things are awesome. I went through them, read all the directions, got it set up. This shoots at 15 PSI. Clear gun shoots at 22. I've got them set. So yeah, we are ready to rock it, no doubt. So let's get us some green flash mixed. I've got it 80 degrees in here. Get some fans on. Get some color on this thing. Alright, and all these bases are 1-to-1. I don't have any fancy pouring tops. These plastic cups. Hey, whatever works, right? Yes, these cups are clean. We should have just a regular 1-to-1 on it. Yeah, these new cups, I mean, I like them okay, but when you're doing the 1-to-1, 1-to-1, it ain't giving me a full cup, but we'll deal with it, right? Do that anyway, a little thinner. Take my gun. I'm using the medium, 65 to 85. Like I say, that says 80, so it's probably a good 70 to 75 in the paint booth. Alright. Mix. We got thinner all over the place. No smoking, guys. Y'all see how pretty this paint is. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is a pretty color. I will give it that. Go ahead, keep mixing, keep mixing. Alright, well, I'm going to get to mixing. We'll get my monkey suit on, then we'll get out there and get shooting. Guys, we got 3 coats on her. It is definitely green. Yeah, we went ahead and untaped it. Yeah, our line turned out perfect. Can't ask for better than that. Trimmed out good. I didn't miss no spots. Ain't y'all proud of me? Yeah, trimmed out great. I gotta say that DV1 gun really lays it out there, and I like using it. Is it worth $800 for one gun? Huh, I'm still out on that. I hate spending that kind of money, but if it turns out really nice paint jobs, then yeah. Well, the proof will be in the pudding. Once we get some clear shot on this thing, then we'll really get to see what it does. But like I say, everything, I mean, turned out pretty good. Remember, he said he didn't care what the balances looked like, just as long as they were painted. That's why they're not body worked. This one up front, it looks pretty good. But yeah, I'm happy with the way that the base coat turned out. So stay tuned and we will clear this bad boy. Alright guys, we're ready for some clear. We'll be shooting this super wet Euro clear coat. I seem to be sticking with that. It looks nice. It's a good product. 2-to-1 mix ratio. Good stuff. And of course we get to try out our new DV1 clear gun. Yeah man, that's going to be a lot of fun. I done got it all set up and everything. And I don't know if I said it or not. I had to buy different caps, different threaded pieces for these, because they weren't the same as the others. So you get DV1 and you're using the system like I use for the paint cups, make sure you get that proper one or it will not seal. But yeah, I got the car wiped down. I always like to go through with a tack rag and wipe it down, get any overspray off, because the exhaust fans in my booth are not pulling as good as I like for them to. So that's always just a safety thing, and it makes for a good paint job, man. But yeah, it's all looking good, ready to clear. So let's get some mixed up and get to shooting. Guys, we got 5 coats of clear on it. Now to fiddle with that clear gun some, it's a bit on the violent side. I turned it down to 18 pounds and I turned the fan down some and added some thinner to my clear. Yeah, you can definitely see my reflection in the car. And like I say, this is just, still in the booth, still setting up. She does have some orange peel in her, but nothing terrible. Yeah, not bad looking at all. I'm going to send the customer some pictures, see if they want it like this. And if they want it more show quality slick, then we can do the buffing. We'll do water sanding and buffing. Like I said, that's why I put 5 coats of clear on it. But this really doesn't look bad at all. And all of that turned out good. All this black turned out good. Yeah, I went ahead and shot a little clear in here just for a little bit of protecting. But yeah, green turned out pretty nice. Well, alright. This thing's been sitting here in the booth curing out. And it's cured now. It's been there for about a week. The customer said he does want us to do the cut and buff on it, so we'll get to that next week, as well as get the other parts finished up. When we'll get some high build on them, sanded, check the body work, and get them painted clear as well, and get them buffed out, and get this project wrapped up. But we will do that in the next video, because this one has gotten stretched out there a little bit far. But I wanted to try to get everything into the video so that y'all could see and see what's going on and see what's all involved in this project. But so far so good. So I do appreciate y'all watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, throw down some comments, hit us up on Patreon and or that super thanks, and please like, share, and subscribe. Again, look for the upcoming video where we get this all finished up and we get it out in the sun. That's the big deal. If we ever get a sunny day, it's going to be beautiful. And the customer picks it up. Until then, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.